Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. In our last episode, we got all 4 basic biology building blocks. It's a lot of bees. Sugar is filling up, and we are going to begin actually making the biochemistry samples in this one. And they use a heck of a lot of regular science, so this is a place where we want as much productivity as we can afford. As well as probably a beacon or two with, well, I guess at this point speed is not as important because we already have too much speed even with just those 4. So then I'll just set up some unbarreling over here. And we need nucleotides. We need amino acids. Are they all in a certain spot? Yeah, it looks like all these things. Fatty acids, nucleotides, amino acids, and fatty acids. Those are the 3, right? Yeah. And probably just 20 barrels of each. Connect up that one. These are gonna need to connect like so. And then, well, this is a little unfortunate, but we'll just have a single square. Okay, perfect. So there's all the liquids, and then the solids will come in via requester chest. I think 1 click is fine for all those, and there you have it. Biochemistry samples. And the first research that uses them only takes 50, so that's good, because they're very expensive. How's it going, Acri? Welcome on in. Good to see ya. I gotta warn you, the stream health is not great today. I don't know what's going on with my internet. I've already restarted my router and everything, but it's been randomly cutting out. So hopefully it works pretty well moving forward. But yeah, there you go. Biochemistry samples. I don't know what they stack to. Looks like only 10. So we'll let that go to 100 to start out with. We'll just let it keep going. Maybe 200. Okay, so now I need some biolabs, and then we should be good to go. How about right here? Lab. Biology laboratory. Click. 1 stack should be fine. Robot count is sitting healthy at 15,000, but all of them are tier 3. So that's good news. Took our base a long time to catch up. In fact, we're still catching up from that. It looks like speed module 2 boxes are low. Wonder why that is. Speed module 2. It's low on haste module 2. Haste module 2. Oh, just looks like we're maxed out. What I can do is put in the new modules here. Make everything a little faster. $15K, you don't consider that healthy? Psh, it's perfectly healthy. It couldn't be healthier. We also need now, since we're going to be upgrading a lot, reboxing of yield 3s and speed 3s specifically. So these are only going to box if yield 3s, because currently they're at 500. So if yield 3 module is greater than 600, we'll box up a bunch. Yeah, 100's fine. Same here, and then you only run if speed 3 is greater than 600 as well. Okay. So then as we kind of get speed 3s, I think I'm gonna pull the plug. Hopefully I'm not doing that too soon. Pull the plug on the old modules here. Prod 3, so now we need the new ones. Efficiency is the same, there's no efficiency 4, so. Okay. Alright, well hopefully all the new modules will do me proud. But yeah, so these will rebox things, right? Isn't that? These are the new unboxing. Yeah, okay. We'll let those build up a bit more. We'll let these build up a bit more. Okay. Oh, we're dropping more frames. No idea why. This makes no sense to me. I can't do anything about it. I've already restarted my internet. I've already done everything I can. Or at least that I know how to do. Alright. For biolabs, we're gonna put these in a new spot just for fun. And these can use up to 7 different types of module. So I think we are going to go with the tried and true requester method. Ta-da! So there's a chunk of 6, there's a chunk of 6. We definitely want max yield on these guys. And let's move them over so that they're inside a set of beacons. Okay. They do take quite a bit of power, so I should probably give a little bit of efficiency here. Alright, and then we just need a request. Biology science here. We'll go with 30 requested to start. And here we go. We should be ready for our first... I need to stay away from those silos. They're annoyingly loud. Yeah, let's do our first biology research. We unlock protocells. We unlock bacteria genomes. Bacteria 1, bacteria 2. So 2 different recipes for bacteria. That's confusing. Oh, the bacteria 2 is like bacteria reproducing. I get it. But the first one you have to make from protocells. I see. Okay. And then cellulose, sugar, and solvent. Sweet. Well, there you go. UPS is doing fine. We're at 60. I don't know. Can't see the numbers behind all these windows, which is kind of annoying. Update is around 5. Maxing out around 10, which 16.6 is when you can potentially drop below 60 UPS. So we still got plenty of margin. So which one was low? Nucleotides? Oh, it's because sugar... Yeah, we just need more of everything. Yeah, I guess the best thing to do here is probably just copy all of this higher. So here, we'll copy this one more. And then, yeah, okay, and then I'll copy this whole chunk up. Oh, that doesn't line up, though. That's annoying. What about 2 chunks? Nope, that doesn't line up either. Okay, well, I'll just copy this and copy the beacon separately. How's that? Okay. There we go. Missing the material for construction. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, speaking of material for construction, we need a new module inserter that does double speed here. And that is all of these. And then we need another one. Beacon speed. And then we need another one that does a speed and an efficiency. Save that as beacon efficiency. And that's over here. And over here. Okay. So that should help out the speed a little bit. Oh, and we also need productivity on these. Yep. All the new yield modules. %. Is not that much better than 7, but it is something. So what am I doing? Yes, this. We want this applied to all of you. And there go all of my yield modules for the foreseeable future. Is biology research coming? It's coming. Slowly. Oh, these are very slow. Modular and perfectly... Well, they are. It's just the tiling space of nanofabricators is not, you know, equally divisible by the space of large beacons. That's not my fault. I can't be blamed for that. Can't be. These need to be faster. So we are going to speed things up a bit here. It's a little better. Biology's expensive. Holy crap. Wow. How's carbon fiber doing? Still not good. Still not good. Jeez. Well, the good news is carbon fiber will eventually catch up, I think. Or are these eating carbon fiber somehow? Are these new modules eating carbon fiber? What all? That's the law. It's not the law. There is no law. The Factorio law is play how you want. Okay, so we do eat batteries along with processors. So I am using some amount of carbon fiber. And efficiency 2s go into speed 3s, which go into everything else. So to some level, we are spending carbon fiber for modules, which is unfortunate. I'm considering making a whole new setup. Do I even have enough propane? These are the questions. No, I still don't have enough propane barrels. My propane production... I mean, it's been ramping up over the last 50 hours. But yeah, it is pretty fluctuating. 70,000 per minute. Average of 90K per minute. Wow, that's a lot. That's 1.5 thousand a second. 1,500 a second. Still isn't enough. Do I need to copy this again? Is the question. Potentially. How am I doing on benzene? Benzene I seem okay on. Ethylene I seem okay on. Compressed methane I'm okay on. Propene is still the issue. I guess the question is, do I feel like I can improve this build a lot or not? And I think the answer to that's actually no. Because it's set up in such a way that it does the best thing for propene, and then it recycles ethylene, that's extra, and then it even recycles methane back into monoxide as well. But it can also feed the methane to the network, so that way I don't run out of methane. And it gives me benzene, though at some point we have too much benzene and it starts venting, which is what's happening in a few places. So I might just copy it again, which feels very strange to need 6 of these massive setups. But I don't know what else I can do. So, I'll just do one more. I do have it as a blueprint, right? Didn't I just blueprint this? Maybe I didn't. I swear I did. Yeah, it's right here. I want to make sure it's got all the updated pieces, though. Okay. So that with tiles, perfect, save. And then we want that over, let's do it to the left here. And then we'll have to remember about the outfalls, because it won't let you build it until the stuff gets there. And then we probably are going to need another one of these. Acri, that's a great question. An alternative to things that use propene. The problem is there aren't. Like, you need acrylonitrile to get acrylic fiber to get carbon fiber, and there's no alternatives to any of that. Acrylic fiber is only made one way. So, unfortunately, there's just not alternatives for pretty much everything. You know, we could make plastic a different way, but I think at the end of the day, that's actually way less efficient if we go back to the old plastic recipes. So, I think this is really our best bet here. I do need to connect the residual gases here before I forget. There we go. Okay. So that should, once it gets all figured out, be even more propene. Biology 1 finished! Woohoo! We did it. So while we work on that stuff, we might as well start researching the next one. And what exactly did I unlock? I unlocked Protocells, Bacteria Genome. How many Protocells am I going to need? So Protocells go into the initial bacteria. It looks like they go into the initial... Oh, it just... Okay. So progenitors, which is like the first one they go into. So we do need protocell creation. Sugar, amino, fatty, acid, saline water, and mineral dust. Those are kind of random. I have mineral dust already in that form. Okay, and one good place for top tier yield is the top tier yield and top tier speed. No reason not to do that. Missing the material for construction. Huh. That's fine. Okay, so biology, carrying on, we need whatever those things were called. Protocells. Yeah, Acri, you're not wrong. I think that is generally like what most mod packs would do, but in this case, there really isn't. There aren't alternatives. Propene is needed in huge amounts, and the things that it's needed for are like there's no way to use less of it. In fact, I'm already doing something that seems backwards to me, which is making lamps. The worse lamp recipe, which doesn't use carbon fiber. So this is actually saving... It does use more graphite, but it ends up using about the same amount, slightly less carbon monoxide, and it doesn't use carbon fiber then. So I'm actually saving carbon fiber in one of the few ways that exist, and I still don't have enough of it. Yeah, still don't have enough of it. So... It's because of rocket launches. The astroscience is very, very, very taxing on carbon composites. But that's okay. We'll get things figured out eventually. So let's make some protocells. Why not? Protocells are a liquid, apparently. And probably easy. They do need physical input, so probably easiest to just copy that. And switch the recipe. Have a couple clicks there. And there's some protocells. With max productivity. There you have it. And we do get graphite out, which is just going to go into an active provider. And 5 a minute feels like enough for now. And this is already unbarreling aminos. So that'll come over. And then we need fatties of the acids. So we'll do that. And then we also need saline water, which I'll just make. So fatty acids unbarrel. And then saline water. It's made from seawater. A little bit of wastewater, never hurt nobody. And a seafloor pump. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Protocells are being made. And I'll probably do just a couple more future-proof things a bit. And then we're gonna need to barrel protocells. Although we're gonna get so few at first, I hesitate to barrel them. But can. I just won't build that pipe yet. Sweet. Okay, so that's protocells. And then the other thing I unlocked was, well, the bacteria itself, which needs protocells. And then that looks like a way to produce methane. Cellulose requires sugar and solvent. That's another thing I'm going to need to automate. Because that probably goes into bacteria, yeah. So cellulose. You know, Acri, you just think everything's cheating, don't you? I am using the safe Waterfill mod. So if Waterfill is cheating, then yes, I am cheating. Now, these are blinking, and I'm tired of it. So we're just gonna deconstruct that. Which is kind of annoying because I have to select this. And then where's the other one? Here. Go away. Alright, so we've got protocells going. We now need cellulose. Cellulose is here. What's up, Dave? Welcome in. You missed us finishing out our bio stuff. We've started biology research. And we are beginning, we've got protocells going now, which are the things that will make the first bacteria. So soon we will be making our first bacteria. A sad, sad old man who likes to see other people suffer. I think we all resonate with that. Okay, so then we want cellulose. I have no idea how much. So we'll just, now thankfully these ones don't need extra space. They are going to need a requester chest. And then a belt. Like so, to put stuff on. And we'll just copy that. Basically, I'm just making everything so that it tiles vertically, and I can just make them as tall as I want. So I'm never going to build anything above this. So as we need more and more bio stuff, we can just add more. And then unbarreling of solvent here. Board gaming, that's awesome. What board game were you playing? I'm a huge board game fan. Okay, huge is maybe the wrong phrase. I'm a big board game fan. I don't know about huge. Okay, and then wastewater. We'll just get rid of right here. And then sugar, we need to request. Oh, probably not that much. I think 25 is fine. Because the crafting time on this is 2 minutes. Suburbia, I've never heard of that one. What's it about? Okay, that can get me up to 8 cellulose a second. Oh, using up to 10 sugar a second? Well, that's never going to happen because I'm only creating 4 sugar a second, even with that many buildings. I think I should increase my sugar production. Gosh, this is insane. SimCity, the board game. That actually sounds pretty fun. Okay, we're just going for max cellulose here. Or, what is this? Sugar? Max sugar. Okay. How much is that? 24 nanofabs gets me still only 6 sugar per second, which is crazy. Crazy. But we should see our first cellulose showing up at some point. I think they're taking turns requesting. We also are using sugar for the Protocells, so that's a big part of it. But we have Protocells now, 110 of them, which means we should be able to make bacteria starters, the bacteria genome, and then that allows us to make bacteria 1. And where's bacteria 2 made? Clearly not in nanofabricators. Bacteria 2 is this one, the actual reproduction of bacteria, and that's done in flotation cells. Okay, so we need 6 bacteria at least to get started, which means 6 bacteria genomes, which means, honestly, I can just connect nucleotides. Oh, they're all being barreled. Crap. Everything's so slow. All this bio stuff is very slow. Okay. So then this will come over, hook up, and then we just need some physical inputs, which I'll just request, and we'll just let that go. So that should work. How's this stuff running? Looks like it's not running properly. Oh, you know what? There's a good reason for that. We did not remember about the outfalls. So it hasn't been running at all. That should help. Hey look! A bacteria genome! Oh, we need productivity on that. And that just nuked the speed into the ground because I don't have any more speed on that. There we go. Okay, so then we'll need 6 of those, and then I need to generate the first bacterias, which are... This definitely has a Pionodon's feel right now, which is fun. I like it. So we want to generate bacteria, which is liquid, unfortunately. Why is bacteria liquid? I guess it kind of makes sense. And then once we have like 6 of that, we can start the other production. So I will just connect the protocell type here. And then we need aminos and fatties. Amino acids are here. Fatty acids. Didn't I just have those somewhere? Where were fatty acids? Right here. There we go, and then I just need some sugar. Ta-da! And then we get graphite for some random reason from that. Why not? I guess some excess carbon. So now we just need to wait for sugar, which is not happening quickly. So all of this put together uses 44 glycerol to make sugar. How much glycerol am I making? Which is like right here. Oh, I can make like 200 glycerol a second. Although we're not actually getting enough glycerol because ECH is low. Which is interesting. Looks like I'm short on propene a bit. Not surprising. Still don't have enough propene. At least this one's running now. So we should see propene production has improved, I hope. Propene. Looks like we're jumping back up after I got those placed. Yeah, I don't know why it's so high variance on propene production. But, hey, Biology 2 is finished, so now we can actually get algae as well. But we've already got the first bacterias happening. And we're going to need 6 of those to reproduce bacteria, I believe. So why don't we get that set up? A set of flotation cells. I'm going to start moving over here, where there's more space. Ethylene pyrolysis. Yes, I am breaking down all my excess ethylene. Wait, that's supposed to be 2 over. That's supposed to be 2 over. Alternate things. What, am I out? No, I'm not. Okay. So this is where we'll do the bacteria production. And we need some flotation cells. And algae looks like it's actually separate from bacteria. So what do I need? What do I need bacteria for? I should probably look a little bit further than right in front of me. So bacteria are an ingredient in various genomes. We actually can make oil and methane and cellulose from bacteria and algae. And 2 bacteria making 10 cellulose. 4 bacteria only costs 3. So that would get me, that would net me cellulose, at least on the bacteria end. We also get oil and methane, which is cool. I don't know how much algae spores are going to cost. Oh, now that's interesting. There's a new way to get methanol, which is from sugar. That feels bad, though, because glycerol's expensive. Glycerol's quite expensive. So unless I get a new way to make sugar... Oh, I do. There you go. Sugar can be made from cellulose. So this is the research that starts getting us more sugar. I see. Cool. Okay. So we're going to want a decent amount of bacteria, although those 2 alone make... What the heck? What is going on? Why is there an... Oh, because it consumes the thing that it produces. That's why it's talking about a net rate. So we have a net rate of 12 per second from this. That feels like a lot. Yeah, this is not going to need to be as big as I thought it would be. I'll just do 1 more for good measure, but we're not going to need that many for a while. Okay, so then we'll hook up all the things. And then there is 3 solid inputs. The other thing I should check is... Am I unboxing mineral dust over here somewhere? Because if I'm not, we're going to run out eventually. And I don't see that I am, so... Wow. Haven't used my to-do list in a while. Unbox mineral dust. Put that at the top. Fatty acids are... What are they? They're propene and methanol. Currently. And later on we can make fatty acids and glycerol out of oil, which is great. But Not yet. Now, it might seem like that's a large usage of propane, but it's not. All of this put together is only using 100 per second, and I'm producing in the thousands. So, cellulose, saline water, bacteria. Okay. So, back to here. We've got bacteria. Can you barrel bacteria? You can. But 50 is a lot more than I have. So we'll just put a pipe there for now. And then we'll connect those up through the middle or something. Something like this. Yeah. And we'll use a little pump to help make sure that things move through, because there's only a few units, and liquids can get weird when there's only a few units. And then put that there. And bacteria will go here. And for now, I'll disconnect the extra, because we need this to loop. And so we're going to have an overflow. Something like this. Yeah. And so eventually it'll overflow. That's fine. And then we'll have bacteria out. Okay. Now, I thought I was making cellulose, so why is there none? Oh, I know why. I'm not putting it in a chest. Well, that explains that. And, okay, so bacteria, we need to hook that up to here. There we go. Hopefully it'll make it all the way over with these sloshy pipes. It looks like it has not made it over. 0.8 of it made it over. So where is it stuck? These don't even show anything, but I think maybe a couple pumps will keep things moving in the right direction. Did it finally make it? Or no? Oh, we've got one in here now. So which side is it on? It did make it onto the right side. Okay, that's good. So I should just be able to delete these. And it'll, like, squeegee it up towards this direction. Oh, it all got to that one. Okay, good. Good, good. Yeah, there is no alternative to propane, but it looks like there are alternatives, or propene. They're the fatty acids alternatives, which we can get later in the biotech world. So we will get lots of propene eventually, but it's just not yet. I just need saline water now, and the amount is medium, so we'll copy this little build right here. Although, it doesn't come with the water. Hey, Flash Gordon 64, welcome on in. It's a good question. What do I do with all of the benzene? I burn it. I barrel a lot of it, and I need a lot of it, but I do just burn it with oxygen and then vent the steam. Why can't I ever find it? There we go. Okay, so there's saline water. I can remove that now. Okay, saline water. There we go. Okay, sweet. So there's bacteria. And we do get methane out, which is kind of interesting. So what I'll do is I'll just barrel that up after compressing it. So methane with an active provider and a compressor. Okay, so that'll get rid of the methane. And there we have it, bacteria. And with productivity, we get a lot more bacteria. So sugar and cellulose are the main reasons this is going to slow down, but sweet. Okay, bacteria's going. And next on the list is what? I really wish I could make sugar. How soon can I make more sugar? Pretty soon. Well, I don't know how long these are going to take. It looks like there's also a new type of sample, microbiology sample. Oh, the bacteria are used in a science pack. I see. We also need algae progenitors and algae to be automated. Okay. So I guess algae is the next thing to automate. And I don't think I need this one anymore because I already have bacteria going. So I'm going to delete that. And bacteria genome, I also don't think I need again, do I? Oh, I do. I need it for algae genome. And algae genome, you need for algae progenitors, and there isn't another way to make them. So I actually need bacteria genome to be more than just a few. Which means I probably need more than this. Acri, that is exactly right. You... Protocells. Crap. Pipes are full. I need to start barreling protocells. I did create a uranium patch right here. And I've actually boosted all my other patches with extra asteroids as well, so that we're not running out of ore. So we've got plenty of all the different ores, and we can always launch more. I have a bunch of, what are they called? Asteroid guide things, guide drones. So I can bring down as many meteorites as I want, which feels very good. Wastewater feels easy enough to connect here. So we'll do that. And then these I should just put in a provider chest, I think. I have no idea how many I should have. They only stack to 5, so... 30? I don't know. I probably should make more of these, though, since this is something I'm going to need extra of. And then we can just make a few extra. Okay, that should be good. So that was... Oh yeah, barreling protocells. That's the next thing we want to do. Guess we need that. Fill. Protocell barrel. Bam. There's all the protocells. Okay, protocell. So I need algae. How do I get algae started? Genetic profile of an algae strain downloaded from a transmission by your makers and modified for local conditions. So first I need algae genomes, which are more nucleotides, more science, And so it's made pretty similarly to bacteria genome. In fact, I can just copy the same building. So algae genome should be good here. And I'll make 4 of those. Because those are the ones I need for algae progenitors. Sheesh. And I need algae progenitors modified to produce genetically diverse natural offspring. That's impressive. And so algae probably, yeah, turns into algae spores and cellulose. Interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. This is fun. It's discovering all sorts of stuff. Okay, so we've got algae genomes. Algae progenitors are made in a nanofab, needing amino, fatty, and protocells. Let's see. Don't have a ton of protocells, but... Okay, I need to go over here for those, I think. Time to make a new column. Alright, so nano fabricator. There you are. I don't know how many, so I'll just start with 4. Oh. Of course. They require space. And then... Copy that. We do have a need for some inputs here. How slow is the recipe? 150-second crafting time. I think I want my default recipe amount to go down to like 3. Because we just don't need that many. Okay, I'm just going to go with 4 of these, not knowing how many I really should have. And then wastewater... We can have a little outfall down here that gets rid of wastewater. And then proto-amino fatty. We're probably going to need quite a few various unbarrelers. Proto-amino fatty and potentially nucleotides. Proto-amino fatty. What's the rate on all that? Tiny. So proto is here, amino is here, fatty is there. All right. So still waiting on some amino acids, it looks like, but then we will have our algae progenitors, and those are a solid. Yeah, those are solid. So then, I mean, honestly, I think this is easier than a belt. And what do they stack to? Algae progenitor, stack size 5. 10 feels like plenty. Sweet, there we go. Algae progenitors are rolling. Oh, we need another speed beacon here. With faster speed. Oh, that was part of the issue. There we go. Okay. So now I want algaculture drone seeds water with algae. Interesting. So that's how we're going to get our algae terraforming requirement here. So to make algae, you can make a few... Oh, we need to go unbox mineral dust while I'm thinking. So we can make a few from algae progenitors, which is how we'll start, but then we need algae spores, which is a much faster recipe, it looks like. Yeah, and we need seawater, air, and a little bit of mineral dust. So mineral dust unboxing, we will just guarantee that we always have plenty of that. Mineral dust unboxing. There, that should be just fine. Okay. And I can't do any more science, right? Yeah, these all require the microbiology samples. Fertilizer, interesting. Oh, that gets me towards trees. Wow. And then grass is next. Trees, grass, and oil. Cellulose burning. That almost does not sound good. 4 cellulose to make 1 graphite? That feels very bad. Maybe once cellulose is really cheap, then that's good. But yeah, we're still a couple researches away from improving any of our basic processes. Still very low on amino acids, it seems. Is there ever a better way to make amino acids? Oh, yeah. Interesting. Once we get biters, or arthropods, we can kill those for amino acids. And oil. Ooh, that's fun. Worm harvest, nucleotides, metabolism. We are very far away from that, though. Jeez. Yeah. There's a lot left to Nullius. Okay, but bacteria looks like it's running, which is awesome. And it also looks like we've got algae progenitors going. So then algae, I'm only going to need to make the first algae, which I think is actually in a flotation cell. I'm never going to need this recipe after I do the first few, I believe. Right, so I'll just set this up. We are going to need air at a pretty high rate. So it may or may not work to have a singular pipe the whole time, but for now, we'll get started that way. But yeah, there's air. Seawater, well, that's actually very simple. Wastewater is a fairly high rate, which means I should... I mean, I already have tons of wastewater barreling. Am I really going to need a ton more wastewater? I need quite a bit for whatever that is. Yeah, might as well. Active liquid barreling, here we go. And that should be changed. These should be changed. And I should... Honestly, that should just default to wastewater barrel. And I should fix that blueprint. Okay. Save. Alright, so there we go. That'll get rid of the wastewater. Seawater in is very easy. I just need a chunk of seawater pumps. Right here. Ta-da! And then some solids, and then we happen to get oxygen out. I already have insane amounts of oxygen. What's my oxygen production? In terms of compressed oxygen. Yeah, I mean, 300,000 a minute. So I don't think whatever comes out of this is really going to matter. So we will just ditch that. Okay. And we should just need a few of these initial ones. And then we'll have enough algae to get rolling for real. We do need something that makes the spores. How do we make algae spores? Algae spores are made in a crusher. Oh, we just crush algae. Ooh, and it gives us cellulose from doing that. So we actually net cellulose from making algae at the cost of basically just mineral dust and some electricity. Interesting. So that's cool. So there we go. There's the algae. And now I can switch this to algae 2. I do need a crusher. I mean, is this a crazy high rate? Yeah, that's pretty fast. So we'll just put maybe one over here in case I need to expand it. We also need active liquid barreling for sludge, because we're going to want extra sludge at some point. So fill sludge barrel, and you are sludge. And then that will come up here. We can be extra productive with that. 6.2 spores a second. Who knows? We might want more than one. We'll just start with 2. And I'll move those over just 1 square. Requester. Okay. And then we have a decent rate out. We're going to need cellulose to be actively provided. And I am more than happy to get some free cellulose. This wind turbine is bothering me. And there's algae spores, which stack to 50, so they probably don't need quite that many. All right, so then I copy that a few times. I actually need 7 spores a second. That's crazy. So we need some pretty large requests there. And I'll copy that. Copy that. So there you have it. Algae. Crap tons of it. And algae is a recipe in fertilizer, fish, microbiology samples. Got it. Yeah, Nullius has taken the cake for the longest series. Technically the playtime's still smaller than Pyanodon's, but that's just because of the time I played off camera. Oh, I actually need some more air. Holy crap. 5,200. We actually need air out the wazoo here. I think that's enough for now. At least for the amount of algae I plan to need. And then probably should have some bot homes nearby. Okay, so algae is going, and now I need to make the microbiology samples. which require bacteria barrels. So I should be barreling... Where am I making bacteria? I already forgot. That's over here too. So I should be barreling that up. For sure. I'm going to throw another one of these up here since I know I need more of it. And we want some barreling of algae from this overflow. Fill... Or... bacteria, not algae. Okay. Ta-da! And I probably should limit this. Should I not? Yeah, I should limit it, at least to there. I'll be a little bit conservative. How's algae doing? Algae's doing pretty good. Oh, right, I can't, what am I doing? You can't get rid of sludge like that. This just needs to actively provide sludge. We have another thing that deals with sludge. So that only makes 12 spores a second, but we need 26 spores a second. I guess that's part of the problem there. We can, I guess, do one more. I doubt we're going to need that much algae for a while. Okay, so now we go over here, and we make... I just want to do it in the same area. What assembler size? Microbiology samples are made in medium assemblers. So we'll just do that. Microbiology sample. 0.4 a second. Yeah, that's probably the best we can do anyway. And we'll need to unbarrel some bacteria. Back. How much per second? Up to 30 per second. So yeah, about 45 barrels sounds good. Then we've got a chest with requests. Uses 5 a minute, so I think a request of 3 is fine. And there you have it. Bam. Now, we should say only if algae available is greater than 100. Because we need first priority of algae to go to making spores. So anything that uses algae needs to make sure never to request too much of it. Otherwise we'll be in trouble. Oh, the oxygen rate here needs a couple more. That should help. Sweet. Okay, well, we are preparing for the next level of research. We definitely need more sugar. That's kind of the primary issue right now with bacteria. And I think that's actually going as fast as it can, yeah. We just don't have enough of it. It's needed for... Well, thankfully the boxes look like they've finally filled up, so that's good. But sugar's needed for everything else, so, including cellulose. Come to think of it, this cellulose guy should only run cellulose. It looked like I didn't click on every inserter for the algae limit. Yeah, let me check on that. That's a good one. I might have missed that. Cellulose is less than 500. Or maybe 1,000. Or maybe 4,000. 4,000 is the number for other stuff. So you were talking about the limit on these inserters, I assume? It looks like we got all 4. Yeah. Okay, good. And there you have it, the first microbiology samples. And then those need to be requested here as well. Microbiology samples. And that will allow us to do some new researches. So, for those of you on YouTube, I think I'm going to call it a video here, but thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all next time.